Yeah, I think so. It's bitterly disappointing, no doubt. We had some momentum from the first test. Started really well here, and then from 5 for 57 it went a bit pear-shaped, to be honest, from all over the field. So yeah, it's hard to swallow. I'd love to go back to that lunch break, come back out and start again. But yeah, we just weren't up to it, weren't able to sustain it for long enough. It's disappointing. As I said before we came here to win this series, and we sort of did okay in the first test and showed at least some fight and showed the style and brand of cricket that we wanted to play in that second innings, and then to come out and do that this test, it's kind of like taking one step forward and then two steps back. So yeah, it's really frustrating. There's no doubt this has been happening for too long for the Australian cricket team, not just our test team, but probably domestically. There's a lot of collapses throughout our batting group, and I think, yeah, a lot of it can be technical. Some guys will be mental, and other guys will be, as you said, tactical, or your plans not being right for certain bowlers. So there's no shying away from the fact that we've got a hell of a lot of work to do on our batting, and that's this team, and it's throughout the whole country. No, I don't think so. I think guys knew what they were going to get with Mohamed Abbas. He hasn't changed. All the footage we've seen from him, he bowls pretty much the same day in, day out. So there's no doubt he's highly skilled, and he doesn't miss the spot too much. And again, I think it's just guys that are testing our defence at the moment for long enough, whether that's spin or medium pace or quick bowlers, are getting rewards. And I think teams around the world probably recognising that and knowing that if they can just keep at us, these collapses are happening. So when you give them a bit of a sniff of that, they're always in the game, and they always feel like they're not far away. So great Australian teams of the past have been completely the opposite of that. It's hard to get players out, and then the next guy comes in and it starts all over again. So we know as a batting group and as a team, we're certainly a long way off the finished product, and yeah, we've got some work to do. No, not at all. I thought our fast bowlers tried their absolute guts out. They bowled pretty well at times. I think our bowlers throughout this series were okay. Obviously, the first innings they got a big score, but that wicket was, very nice to bat on, and particularly on day 1 and 2. So certainly can't fault our bowlers' efforts. It's pretty hard to come out and bowl when you sit down for 30 overs, and then you have to go back out in these conditions and do it again. So. That's what it's about. You want to get bowlers tired. That's when you want to be batting in Test cricket, and they were able to get our bowlers tired. We haven't been able to get theirs tired at all. So I think we bowled nearly every day of this Test match. So it's a pretty hard ask for your bowlers to keep fronting up day in, day out when your batters just aren't getting the job done. Well, in our batting. And I don't think we've hidden away from that for some time now. We keep having these collapses, and we keep talking about it. As I said, I thought the fight we showed in the second innings of the first test was outstanding, and I thought the guys applied themselves really well and actually showed themselves and people around the world that when we do play our best, we are up to it. But it's just at the moment there's a really big gap between our best and our worst, and we need to become more consistent. Yeah, as I said, Mohamed Abbas is a world-class bowler. We've known that. We've seen footage of him. As I said, he challenged our defence and was too good for us. But probably also helped that he had Yasir. He probably didn't get the wickets, but Yasir bowled just as well. And over here, one of the things our bowlers talked about was building pressure from both ends, and I think that's what they did really well together. And when Sarfraz used them together, there was a lot of pressure at both ends. And when you can create that pressure, mistakes happen. And that's what they did really well. Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the stats are, but they don't lie, so it'd be interesting to have a look at. But yeah, it's certainly within our test team, we're not scoring the hundreds that test teams should be scoring, and past Australian teams have. So it's something that the guys are working so hard at doing. And we're seeing small glimpses of it at times, but it's just being able to, as I said, repeat that and bat for a long time and put bowling attacks back under pressure, and we haven't been able to do it. Yeah, I think so. I think yeah, you've just got to be able to front up day in, day out, and you'd have to ask each person individually, how they felt, or if they were a bit tired, whether it be mentally or physically. But you know, that is Test cricket. It's very hard. There's no easy runs to be scored. There's no easy wickets to be taken. So, except for the odd run out that you get gifted occasionally, but. Yeah, we are aware of that, and it's one of the things we're also addressing, is the ability just to keep backing up and coming back. And again, you look back through the great Australian cricket teams. That's what they were better at everyone else. They fronted up day in, day out, and competed. And at the moment, like I said, our best is right there, but there's just a huge drop off when we're not quite on their game.